I tell you, this makes my head hurt, makes my heart hurt, because I never thought I would be saying this about an MCU movie. But Black Widow, man, it was straight up, without a doubt, all day long, a dud. It was just a dud. And like I said, man, it really, really, really hurts my heart to say that. But Kevin Feige, damn dog, you created a dud.
Here we go.
Like my buddy the Joker says, and here we go. Before we get into the video today, please do a couple of things for me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please definitely subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell. Also, leave a thumb up, a like. I definitely like the likes. And also leave me a comment. By leaving a comment, that lets you know what you're thinking, and I will definitely respond back to your comments. Now, I know what I said to some of you may be alarming, and you're like, oh, that's blasphemous. He's talking sacrilegious stuff. I can't believe he's saying that MCU is a dud and Black Widow's a dud. What is he smoking? Well, before I get into it, that is my opinion. Not your opinion, not anybody else's opinion. It is my Danny Graham, aka Comic Chat's opinion, that this particular movie in MCU, produced by Kevin Feige, in my opinion, is a dud. Now you're gonna be like, how can you say that? Well, I can tell you how I say that. And first of all, let me go back to a conversation I had a few nights ago on the stream. So Robert Storm stream, I stream with him pretty regularly. He was like, I can't believe you said that. How can you say it's a dud? After seeing Thor 2, Iron Man, he gave a great list of movies he thought was a dud. And I said, it just didn't appeal for me. It just didn't grab my attention. The first 15 minutes was completely hard to watch. But he was like, that's not a dud. This movie was written right. It was shot right. It was just, I'm not looking at technical stuff. I'm not looking at any kind of technical stuff. I'm not listening to no music score. I'm not seeing how it was written and all this kind of stuff. I'm talking about my eye test. Did it grab my attention? No, it did not. And then to make sure that I was right, I went and looked up dud. And the definition of dud is this: not working or meeting standards, faulty. Perfectly describes how I feel about this movie. It just didn't work for me. It didn't meet my standards of an MCU movie, and it was faulty. Now, I'm telling you, MCU movies, usually they grab your attention. There's an oh my gosh moment. There's, wow, I can't believe we did this. Something going to make you remember that movie. I'm not even going to remember this movie. First thing, I had a bad experience. Got there. First of all, I didn't like the price. $37 for me and my grandson between tickets, food, stuff. If I watched it at home, I wouldn't have spent that. Then he wanted some more candy, and I got another popcorn, another $11. So I spent $48 in this movie. During the movie, the power went out for about 15 minutes. It started at one particular part of the movie, and then 15 minutes later, they started back up, but it was 10 minutes past the part that we stopped at. So then we told them that. Then they stopped it again, rewind it back like 10 minutes before the power went out. So it was all back and forth. I got called 3 or 4 times from my job. I had to step out of the theater. Had to take my grandson to the bathroom. This is why I'm a proponent of streaming services. If this was streaming services I watch in the comfort of my home, guess what? None of that would have happened. If I lose power, I got a generator in my house, so it kicks right back on. If I call work, I hit the pause button. If work calls me, I hit the pause button. I can talk, come back right where I want it to. If I want to use the bathroom, hit the pause button. If my grandson wants some candy, he go in the cabinet or the cupboard and get some. I ain't got to spend an arm and leg for damn popcorn and candy. So it'll be a long, long time if I go back to the theaters again. But get back to the movie. The first 15 minutes of this movie was terrible. It dragged on and on and on and on. I was like, what is this? Captain Dynamo or Crimson Dynamo, whatever the hell his name was a goofball. I guess he's a Russian equivalent of Captain America. Goofball. Thought he was totally stupid. Just there was one or two things that was exciting. I like the Taskmaster. Didn't have a problem about the gender swapping. Some people like, oh, Taskmaster is a man. He's in the gender. Here's the wokeness. Don't give a shit about wokeness. Taskmaster from the start ain't even a tier 2 or 3 villain. He's somebody they throw in, sprinkle in here or there. He's nobody that nobody really give a damn about. So it don't matter whether or not it was a male or a female. Didn't have a problem with that. In fact, to me, it made more sense for him to be a female since the Russian guy, whatever his name was, General Badass, what I call him for this, he can be General Bad Guy. He was using women to privately build up the Black Widow Corps, or that's what I'm gonna call it, to put all across the world to infiltrate and put the women in positions of power and influence. So it only made sense that he used one, and it was his daughter. Once she got in that explosion, he used all his technology and software and money and stuff to kind of reprogram her and make her the ultimate killing weapon. That photographic reflex was her power. That was an awesome thing because everything that she saw, she could imitate and then use against her opponent. So I didn't have a problem with Taskmaster and being a female at all. Only good thing about this movie, only great thing about this movie was the Black Widow's sister. She's definitely going to be the next Black Widow. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Her comedic timing in there and the banter between her and her sister and the different cast members, to me, was good. The only good thing about this movie, it was 2 hours and something minutes. It could have been 1 hour or something. This is the first MCU movie that I dozed off on. This is remnants of the DCU movie, Birds of Prey. I dozed off on Birds of Prey when I first went to see it. So sorry if this hurts some people's feelings. Sorry if you don't think that what I'm saying is true, but then I heard some guy, I want to thank Nerdman, no disrespect Nerdman, very good content creator, and this is the best single hero movie MCU has ever made. I don't know what he's smoking, but I hope he keeps over there in England because I don't want to come over here in America and go catch fire and spread it because it's crazy. Another friend of mine said that this is one of his top 5 MCU movies. Don't know what you think of people, but it ain't a top 5 MCU movie. I got 7 that I know is better than off the top of my head. So I'm just trying to say that everybody that knows me has been following me know that I'm an MCU fan. Love the MCU. This probably makes LDG happy because he swears up and down that Endgame is trash. So now that somebody else is saying that something else is trash, I guess he's gonna stroke his fire. But Endgame is not trash. I'm not gonna say this is trash. I'm just gonna say it's a dud. And again, before I go off, definition dud is it's not working or meeting standards. It's faulty. You can't sit here and say that this movie met the normal MCU movie standards that you've seen in the past. It doesn't work in that category. Now, I know some people compare it to like it's a James Bond spy movie and all that good stuff. Okay, it can be that. I don't want to see that. I didn't see that. This movie did not pull my attention. I do not feel like I'm going to spend another $10 or $12 to rewatch it. Thanks to my buddy Anzo, I have another way I can watch it because I'm not spending any more of my hard-earned money to go watch it a second time and give it a second chance, which I don't think is going to really improve my overall thoughts on this movie. This one I just didn't like. I'm not going to say it's trash. I'm not going to say it's not going to make money because it's a Marvel MCU movie. That alone is going to make some money. Will it make what I think it should make? I don't know. But we'll wait and see. I'm interested in seeing in the next couple of weeks what this movie does as far as making an opening box office weekend. I want to see what that makes. But to me, a dud, straight up dud. D-U-D, dud. And it hurts me. It pains me to say that about MCU movie because usually that stuff I'll be saying about DC movie. And I like DC EU also. Like I said, I'm a comic book movie fan. I want all the comic book movies to succeed, to be exciting, to make people want for more. The end scene credit was underwhelming. I don't care about that. It looked like that lady, whatever, that played by Dreyfus, the Dreyfus lady off of Seinfeld. Looked like she's trying to recruit people for her own little private army war, whatever her agenda is. Don't know quite yet, but she's trying to set in motion that the Black Widow's sister goes after Hawkeye. But we can see that she's probably going to go after Hawkeye. Hawkeye's going to tell her and convince her what's happened. She's going to be the new Black Widow on the new Avengers team, whoever they create, whoever they put on that. You can see that. We also saw that Ross was sick and ailing. So he's probably going to take that formula that makes him the Red Hulk and able to help him. We can all see them putting these things in places. I'm ready to see that. Interesting. But like I said, it was nothing really exciting to make you go like, ooh, wow, I can't wait to see that. End scene credit was pretty underwhelming. This movie to me was pretty underwhelming. It was definitely out of sequence. It was the right thing to give her a movie, but they gave her a movie probably about 6 or 7 movies too late. We should have seen this movie directly after Civil War. They didn't do it, and it kind of threw things off. I don't know if that's it entirely, but it threw things off for me. Like I said, it just didn't grab my attention. They hyped it up. And Rob Storm says, well, Kevin Feige didn't lie. He gives exactly what he said he was in the previews. I never said he did lie. Never said that. I'm a fan of Kevin Feige, but I'm just telling you right now, cool points, trust points kind of went down a little bit with this one. He got to do better in Shang-Chi and Internals. If you don't do the better, I don't know. I hope this is not the beginning of the end of craziness and so movies and movies for the MCU. That'd be very disappointing to me. So, Mr. Feige, if you listen to this, you got to do better than doggone Black Widow. I was not impressed. So, before I go, please, like I always do, always say, if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I don't want you to miss any material that I upload. Give me that thumbs up and also leave comments, man. Your comments are definitely wanted. They're definitely needed. And like I say, bro, here we go. Thank you. Catch you later. Have a good day. Peace.